Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your messenger with a smile. Very excited, as always. I just am about the Most High, His Word, His people. You can't get it. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. I know I had a couple people or a few people that wanted to tune in this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are continuing in Exodus 30. When I looked it up, did a little research, it had a few different parts. So I wanted to break it up a bit, just a bit. And it helps to understand what's going on when we do it that way. But I'm going to jump right in because I am a mom and we have a busy day today as always. So Exodus, good morning, sis. Hello. Hello. We're continuing in Exodus chapter 30. We're starting at verse 11. I have two different resources here, so bear with me. I'll switch it over. And the Lord said to Moses, when you take the census, or count the people of the Israelites, every man shall give a ransom for himself to the Lord when you number them, that no plague may fall upon them when you number them. That is, what everyone shall give as he joins those already numbered. A half shekel in terms of the sanctuary shekel, a shekel being 20 gerahs, a half shekel as an offering to the Lord. Everyone from 20 years old and upward, as he joins those already numbered, shall give this money, this offering to the Lord. The rich shall not give more than the poor, shall not give less than half a shekel when you give this offering to the Lord to make atonement for yourselves. You shall take the atonement money of the Israelites and use it exclusively for the service of the tent of meetings, that it may bring the Israelites to remembrance before the Lord, to make atonement for yourselves. And we discussed yesterday what atonement was, and it bears repeating. It is, I'm looking up the definition that I had wrote down here in my notes. I'm just going to search it really quickly. I want to be as accurate as possible. I could go off my memory, but sometimes it tricks you. Atonement, reparation for a wrong or injury. And the one that means a lot to us is the reconciliation, bringing back together God and humankind through Christ Jesus. And then the next thought starts in verse 18 or 17. So verse 17 is, and the Lord said to Moses, you shall make a laver or large basin of bronze, and its base of bronze for washing. And you shall put it outside in the court between the tent of meeting and the altar of burnt offering, and you shall put water in it. Then Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet when they go into the tent of meeting. They shall wash with water that they die not, and or when they come near to the altar to minister, to burn an offering made by fire to the Lord. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, lest they die. It shall be a perpetual statute for Aaron and his descendants throughout their generations. And so what I continue to say about Exodus is it shows us how intentional, how intricate, how very precise the Most High is when it comes to coming into fellowship with him at this time, and how awesome what Jesus, Yeshua, did when he died for us, and when the soldier pierced his side and blood and water shed out. They have to wash themselves before they go into the tent. They have to wash themselves before they go to make atonement. They have to wash themselves. And we have been washed. And we continue to be washed because the Word, which was Jesus, Jesus is the Word, as John explained. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. Go look it up. I didn't quote it exactly correctly, but it's the Word. Jesus is the Word. And the Word, a continual reading of the Word washes us. It renews our mind to think like the Most High. And that is what the early dew is for. That is what that is our prayer, that we continue to be washed by the Word. We are in a world, but we are not of this world. We are of a kingdom that is not like what we see on a daily basis. So we must continue to seek. I wish I had my Bible in front of me. I normally have 3 of them, and I don't have one here. It's all the way over there. But nonetheless, put ourselves in the Word and watch it affect the world that we are in. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. So to people, yes, the Old Testament is quote unquote old, but it still has much value because the mind of the Most High is very, very clear here. This is him talking. This is not a bunch of dialogue. This is not which is how sometimes we get confused when we read the chapters after the first 5 books, because it's a lot of dialogue. And if we don't know who's talking, we confuse it with the Most High, and we think it's the Most High talking when it's not. A lot of times we think in the book of Job is one of my very favorite examples that God is talking. And a lot of that is Job's friends talking. It's not God talking. It's not. And if you read it, you would think that's how God feels. But it's not. And then we find where stuff is happening and we're like, why is this happening? Well, he made very clear instructions in Genesis and Exodus and Leviticus and Numbers and Deuteronomy. And they were so simple. All they have to do is wash their hands. All they have to do is wash their hands. And believe you me, when the time goes on, when you read the rest of the Bible, they wouldn't even do simple things like that. Simple things like that. If it was important then, and Jesus did it when he died, he made sure he did not let them kill him. He gave up the ghost, and that was the only way that the blood and water would separate. If they were to kill him, the blood would still be together and it would gush out. But he died, and when they pierced his side, blood and water separated so that we will be washed. It gets me so excited because my God is intentional. He's intentional. I can go on for hours. I gotta go. I love you. I love you. I love you. May Yahweh bless you. May Yahweh bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and show you his favor. May Yahweh lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. I love you so much. I mean that. Peace. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day.